And welcome back to Braggers Gaming. I'm Gamer Braggers, and this is Abiotic Factor. I'll take a couple of those with us. In the last episode, we finally managed to get around to making the tier 3 hacking tool, so we can now get hopefully a bit further. Have I got a peccary skull? I don't think I have. No. I do have a sow skull. Is that a soup on its own? Okay, just the rice. Okay. Where did I put the pot? There you are. Okay, and I want the rice in my inventory. There we go. Okay. Come over here. There we go. Uncooked Santarum rice. So we will get that. Right, so we've got one of those. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Radio pack, that's fine. Okay. So we're going to go out and get the what do I need for the tram station key? Do I need another? I think I do. Okay. I wonder if you're back. Are you back? You are not. Okay. I know where there is one. Relatively easy to get to as well. It's over there. There we go. Plus, we get a load of metal as well. Okay. No, I'm not going to jump down. Can't run over there. Right, I am going to pop that on charge though. Ah, yes. I had forgotten that we had built the... Did I eat? I did. Do I need to eat? We can do just to top off our bars. Xanthan rice. I'm going to eat enough like a bowl of rice to fool most people. Well, I mean, you can't have it all, can you? Okay. Right, pop that in. Okay. Right, I do want to right, craft one of those. Please tell me I've done the right thing. I need 2 desk phones. Okay. Okay. So we need to go and pick up some desk phones. Yeah, we don't have any. Interesting. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop you in here. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going to head out. And we'll see if we can find some desk phones. While getting to that door. There. Okay. Take this. And head down. Now, what's going to be the best way? Containment suites. I think it's this way. Yes. And then I think straight across. Right, that's not great, because I don't have any bandages on me. And you're empty. Not great. Oh, wait, can I make a bandage? No, because I don't have cloth scrap. Yes! Whew. Right. Right, I'm not gonna lie, we cut that pretty fine. Okay. So we've now opened that door. Okay. Auto. Sank. Ooh. Hang on. Let's read about it before we just pick it up. Antique shotgun. Observe storage protocols for IS-0099. As with any conventional firearm, separate the subject from easily accessed ammunition. Always treat... sorry. Observe storage protocols for IS-099. As with any conventional firearm, separate the subject from easily accessed ammunition. Always treat the subject as if was loaded. Do not point it at anyone. Oil and clean it regularly. Test fire carefully wearing ear and vision protection. Additionally, when test firing IS-099, ensure no personnel are present within a 50-meter radius and no valuable or sensitive machinery, stores, equipment, machinery, infrastructure, architecture, or structurally significant material is present within a 30-degree arc extending 2,500 meters downrange. I mean... okay. Sounds important. I can't open the door. Bugs. Okay, there's someone over there. I don't know what that is. Huh. Gravity dampener. Again. Let's see what we're dealing with. No, I meant to go in here. Gravity dampener. Containment running on ice feed must be kept clear of gravitationally sensitive equipment, temporally dynamic systems, relativistic active research subjects, all perforation events. Any staff are required to wear heavy impact protective clothing at all times. Dangling gravity cube. That's a snowman. Okay, so I can't get in through there. Containment block Curie. Okay, so the monorail's alive and should be careful. Okay. But... okay. Observation.
Dr. Mance, Cascade Facility. When people ask where we found IS-0172, I tell them the truth. It was recovered from a kebab restaurant in rural Turkey, where it was being used as a doorstop. The fact that it is, by a factor of tens, the oldest known manufactured object on Earth, forged from alloys not to be invented for another 1.7 million years, was irrelevant to the owner, who accepted in exchange 50 lira and a small rock. We are no closer to identifying its creators. I have had to secure IS-52 personally, following the latest abuse of containment procedures by staff in C-blocks. I understand fully well the attraction of jumping 3 times higher than normal, or floating gently down from the 3rd story of the megalift. But the gravity cube is not a toy. While I admit to a light skip as I carried it to its containment cell, it is a profound and unique disturbance in the space-time fabric of our universe. It's also quite glowy.
Nice.
about now? Ah, this is Dr. Abraham Stern, concerning immurement procedures for IS-235. While I haven't had a tremendous amount of time with 235, certain phenomena would seem to suggest that our containment procedures are, well, they may be insufficient. The general attitude appears to be that 235 is a harmless curiosity, but close examination of the videocassette tape in which it currently abides has revealed small, even exiguous amounts of a substance that concerns me considerably. I performed some preliminary investigations, basic classifications with Dr. Ross, but we were unable to determine whether the residue was biological or chemical or even solid, for that matter. Slightly embarrassing, but for the record, I recommend assigning someone to investigate this. Properly. Reasonably soon. Oh.
Tape wisp. Pre-human artifact. General auto storage protocols apply. Although there are no known risks currently associated with ISO 172, its extraordinary and inexplicable ancients entails the possibility of as yet unknown behaviours or qualities. However, nothing has come to light through full spectrum nor magnetic resonance imaging. TR Anderson noted that the artifact's immurement designation requires review and possibly elevation to a memetic hazard, if only for the urgency of the questions it raises about the human historical record and the potential effect of that knowledge on the general population. Right, and then we've also got Shadow Hopper. At all times, when IS-0122 is not being directly studied, the subject is to be kept in total darkness. Containment sites are required to be entirely unadorned with no decoration, furniture, or excrescences of any kind. Spheroid construction is a known risk-reducing factor. All walls, floors and ceilings have been polished to a microtopographical variance of no more than 500 microns. During phases of research, ensure all containment sites for the entity are lit with a diffuse illumination of less than 5 watts per square radian. Avoid all direct lighting or other shadow casting sources. All personnel must wear mouth and nose coverings as well as one-piece seamless bodywear. Okay. Oh, there's one more in there. Tape wisp. Containment project. Under no circumstances is the tape containing IS-0235 to be brought into contact with a videocassette recorder. It must not be played, viewed, or displayed. The subject is to be considered contained until further notice. Was that Reverend Lovejoy? From that there, The Simpsons. Okay. Okay, so I've opened that door now. Which means we can possibly go and speak to... Whoa!
Oh.
That's the live fire zone. Okay, containment block bed. Helmholtz. Lab Control Center. Antiverse 23. Warning. IS 102. What's 102? The love potion. Okay. Huh. Thanks. Will do. Okay.
This is Dr. Mance. Studying the tensor dynamics of our perforation system, there's one particular thing I've noticed. It seems that the distension of the continuum has an attractive effect, locally. Which is to say, left unguided, portals will ground their exits near other portals. If they weren't so unstable, I'd be tempted to suggest this could be exploited as a way to travel rapidly around the facility. I can imagine what Dr. Thule would think of that, unless it meant getting his coffee quicker.
Okay, can't get through there.
Thank the stars. All I wanted was a place to rest a few hours without getting eaten or shot or minced. But I accidentally locked myself in. 2 PhDs, but you'd never know it. I'd very much prefer not to rot here, so if you could help me out, I'd be extremely grateful. And I can help. You see, I'm confident that I can get us through the vacuum chamber to the surface elevator. In fact, I'm sure of it. If you could just get this door open. Resetting the system in the control center should open these cells and reprogram the guns out there. And if I'm right, it should give us access to the rest of the containment block too. You just have to get there, to the control center, in one piece.
Okay. That's 151. Floppy hat. The snowman. Designation IS-0127 must be stored in a hermetically sealed environment away from any and all sources of moisture at a temperature of 2 degrees C, varying no more than 5 degrees C, 0.5 degrees C. If contained in proximity to a target, the target must be stored at 0 degrees C or lower. Under no circumstances should IS-0127 ever be brought within 100 centimeters of the central face region of a target. Further researchers are advised to keep IS-127 away from all human or humanoid faces generally. In the event of successfully unifying with a target, containment of the activated entity should only be undertaken by armed gatekeeper staff. Research personnel are to be aware that the entity appears to treat children under 12 years of age with an entirely separate personality and exhibits none of the hostility markers seen when engaging with older children or adults. Okay. Right, Dr. Khan. Renowned as curious. Okay. Part of rice-like stuff.
Colder and I'll be homeostatic.
Okay. The presence.
My personal disinclination towards firearms in general leaves me largely underprepared to record anything of value surrounding 099. I'm not what you might call a gun nut. I can tell you it's antique. I can go on about its material makeup and even tell you how it functions on a chemical level. The answer is, mundanely, this shotgun shows no anomalous properties when held or fired. But it certainly did at one point in time. We've tried different personnel, brought it back to its place of origin, and tried several types of ammunition. At present, it bruises your shoulder when you fire it. Testing is ongoing for now.
Okay. So it might be safe then.
Dr. Pendleton and I had a frank exchange of views today. I described IS-155 as a noxious weed and suggested that recent events in the reactors have borne this out. But she insisted that antiverse flowers had a beauty to them. I was not in the mood for a lesson in aesthetics and pointed out that so does a mushroom cloud.
Entropy flower. All instances of IS-0155 are to be monitored weekly for any new growth. Any new growth exceeding 30 inches to be removed and disposed of via incineration. The ashes are are to be sifted for remains, left to sit for no less than 20 days before being removed to a secure disposal site in keeping with the GISP provisions. The presence. All staff are entering the air until further notice. No research permitted. But it's just got an open door. Get to the control center. Dr. Carr locked himself in a containment cell for protection, and now he's stuck. He's certain he can get through the vacuum chamber to the surface elevator if I can get it out of there. So I need to find a way to the control center, then reset the security system. How hard could it be? Okay. Well, we've got the clearance, so... Where are we? Okay, so that's... Okay. Observation, Curie block. Okay. I think that's morning again. Yep. So that's observation. Okay. Huh. That's weird. Ah.
Alert! There has been a complete containment failure. Please make your way to defense sector by any means available.
Okay, so that's where he is. Observation. We can't get through there, can we? Oh no, it's got that stuff on it. Okay. So... yeah. Okay.
Air quality bulletin. Absolute humidity exceeding nominal levels.
Okay. We're gonna head back. New journal note. Bridge the chasm. Can't think so I should explore the Helmholtz wing. But first I need a way to find across the chasm without getting shot by those turrets. Helmholtz awning. Which is not here. Alright, where was fog turned off? Fog, level 3 portal room. Okay.
Warning. Biological incursion detected. Alert. Personnel.
That was weird. It was and then wasn't. Piss off. Seriously? That's piss. There. Okay. Should be able to get back to base.
Hey.
Okay, well, we're back at base. And we are repaired. I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to stick that in there as well, because I don't trust it. Yeah. Not bad. We made some progress. Okay. We made some progress. We need to work out how we make further progress. So we need to, yeah, get to the control center. Right, where was that tram station? There. Collider access. No, that's where we came in, isn't it? Oh, I thought there was another one. I can't remember where we found it, though. Oh, okay. So it's how we get from here to Helmholtz. Because that looks like we can get in potentially from the back. Although saying that, we could potentially get to the control center from up here. Don't know. If I can get to the control, I can deactivate the turrets and free Dr. Khan. Khan believes Helmholtz wing has the answer. So yeah, we need to get to Helmholtz somehow. So I think we might have to go do another another recce in the next episode and see what we can find. But for now, I'm going to say thank you very much for hanging out. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, ticking the bell so no new videos go live. In the description is a link to the channel Discord. Feel free to come and talk about the games you're playing, the games I'm playing, games in general. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.